I was fortunate to inherited a great team, but also had to make it my own to some degree. And the leadership team around me did a really nice job when I first took over to help out with that. We wanted to kind of narrow the scope of the sales team. We kind of had two separate things going on, a really good part of the sales team, and then some of the others that probably needed performance enhancements or maybe get out of the business because it might not have been right for them. But the goal was to obviously grow the business, maintain the current base, and then expand services into those current customers. So that's where the MSPs came into play. What we did essentially is we had the gentleman that was acquired initially ran the MSP division, and he's a very, very bright guy. But because they didn't have a huge sales infrastructure on that side of the house, created subject matter experts. So the sales team on the office equipment division would utilize the expertise of those SMEs and become really joint venture into selling into new environments, whether it be a current customer that did not have the IT services and or just a new customer in general. It allowed those salespeople to go find new customers. So,
So let me just clarify there. So you had two sides of the business. You had the copier business and you had the MSP business. The copier
yeah,
business had a more developed sales infrastructure.
yeah.
How many salespeople were there?
People that were actually selling between
Yeah.
both selling feet on the street, managers, specialists that help people probably in the 40 to 50 range.
So you got 40 and 50 sales guys selling copiers and equipment. And
Yep.
then the MSP, how many salespeople did they have?
Maybe less than five.
Less
But
than
they were,
five.
yeah, but that was over a period of time grew into subject matter experts where at least they could help assist the 40 to 50 others that I was telling you
Oh, so
about.
they had nothing. So you actually had to develop those five.
Yeah, and
So they,
and so they became basically sales specialists that help partner with some of the folks selling those services. We certainly had guys that could do it on their own, but it
yeah.
just enhanced the capability in front of a customer to have those two folks working side by side. So we had to create comp plans for that shared revenue as
Yeah.
well
So
to
how did you do
incentivize.
that? That's interesting
Well,
because now
it certainly had
you're
to take a lower percentage, but we had to make, and I can't remember what the numbers were specifically on that, but we had to make it at least, strong enough to where we got the mindset from those 40 to 50 reps to where they would be incentivized to at least go out and talk about it. And that was part of it. Just go start the conversation, right? And let people know that we're doing it. And then it was a slow drip for a while, and then all of a sudden the light bulbs just kind of went off when these folks realized that they could partner together and the synergies were created between those partnerships. They all realized that they were all able to get stickier with the client and get into, working as a team is better than working as an individual.
yeah.
And that was tough. Salespeople are very territorial, as you probably well know. And
Yeah.
so that took a little bit of time. But as both companies became more comfortable with one another and understanding that both sides could help one another in those endeavors. We had a lot of customers on the office equipment side. They had a lot of customers on the MSP side. And because they were sticky with their clients from a network and MSP internet or not, but a network standpoint, it allowed our guys to get into more doors. And then with their current base, instead of selling a device, for example, and coming back 3, 4 years later and saying, hey, I can upgrade you or I can get you a new device now, you could constantly keep going back to them with the services that we would offer. And it started working really, really well.